today I'm gonna do a book tour. I'm gonna do a book haul. I was supposed to do it with my niece and my sister, but they did it by themselves. So I'm gonna do a book haul. So not yesterday. On Saturday, me and my niece and my sister, we were supposed to go to Green Valley Book Fair, which is in Virginia. I'm in Virginia. We were supposed to go to Green Valley Book Fair, but the drive, I just didn't want to take it. So I ended up, we ended up going to doing like a little used bookstore tour in local, like Chesterfield, Richmond area. We went to 3 different bookstores. We went to Shelf Life Books in Carytown. I liked that bookstore. My sister, not so much. But so at Shelf Life Bookstore in Carytown, they have the first floor is new releases, and the second floor is there, I found it. The second floor is used books. So I bought mostly used books because but yeah, so we went to Shelf Life Books. I liked it there. They have the cute little cat there, and he just like sits around. He walks around the store and all that kind of stuff. He was so cute. So we're gonna do a little book haul. I ended up spending about $50. I got how many books? 7 books. So I spent about $50 and I got 7 books. So the second store we went to was called Book Exchange of Midlothian. My sister and my niece liked that store a lot more. They were able to get a lot more stuff from there. When you go there, it's 50% off whatever the book price is. Like whatever, like for instance, if the book says $12.95, then the book will be $6. They also have an overstocked book section, which on it they put little stars on the books. Hold on, I'm trying to focus, Bookie. Yeah, so they put little stars on the books. So if it's 1 star, it's $1. If it's 2 stars, it's $2. If it's 3 stars, it's $3. And that's at the very back of the bookstore. So I'm gonna start with the books I got from Shelf Life. They have very reasonable price. Both of them have very reasonable prices. So I got The Giving Tree. If you never read The Giving Tree, like, this is my favorite. I love Shel Silverstein as an author. I don't even know. There it is. Yeah. So I love Shel Silverstein. And I really want to get like the rest of his books. This book cost me $8.95. That was from Shelf Life. And then I got Agatha Christie. It's a biography of Agatha Christie. This book was a $9.95. And then I got The Best of Mystery by Alfred Hitchcock. Now, when I got this book, I thought this book was going to be like Alfred Hitchcock's stories, but it's actually stories that he picked and put in the book. It wasn't stories that he wrote. This book was $9.95. So at Shelf Life, I ended up spending like $30 on books. And I got 3 books, so basically like $10 each. All right, and then the books I got when we went to Midlothian, Book Exchange of Midlothian, I spent $27 roughly there. I got the Chicken Soup for the Soul, for the Single Soul. I love Chicken Soup for the Soul. Like, my mom used to make me read those books. Like, she would just give me Chicken Soup for the Soul. I have another Chicken Soup for the Soul for the dog parent soul. I have that. This book cost me $2 because it has the 2 stars. It was in the overstocked book section. It cost me just $2. And again, I went to Book Exchange of Midlothian. I got The Flip Side of History, which has a bunch of like weird historical stories in it. This book, so like I was saying, they have the 50% off. So as you can see, it says, it says $18.95 right there, but the book only cost me $9 because it was $18.95. So it's half off whatever the book price is. And then I got It Ends With Us, because sometimes I just like to get, I already saw it, but sometimes I just like to get like book to movie books. Like even if I saw the movie already, I like to just get the book. They had a lot of good. They had 13 Reasons Why. They had most of the Divergent series. They had the Hunger Games series. They had a lot of good books. As far as the young adult fiction section goes, there was a lot of good books in there. I was gonna get it, but I didn't. But anyway, I got it Ends With Us. This book was $16.99. The original price of the book is $16.99. So of course I got it for $8. And then I got this little book. It's called Mirror Mirror. It's basically what happened if the evil queen poisoned the prince instead of poisoning Snow White. And I really wanted to get it. They also had this like series of like, it's a series, I forgot what it's called, but it was like Wicked but not Wicked. And it was like what happened if Dorothy became like a tyrant in Oz. So it was like they had the whole series there. It was like 4 books, and I wanted to get it. But this book cost me $7. Oh wait, sorry, no. It Ends With Us was only $2 because it was on the Overstock bookshelf. So it was only $2. And then this book cost me $7 because the original price is $17.99. So did I say $7 or it cost me $7? What? I don't know. It cost me like $9. I don't know. Anyways, I ended up spending like $27 there. And I love books. And I'm not the kind of person that like loves books because I like to read them per se. I like books because books make me feel like I'm at home. They feel cozy. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I like books. And they gave us these little bookmarks. Also, they have at Book Exchange of Midlothian, they have a lot of little events there too. And then you can also buy like puzzles and stuff. They have like vintage books there. Those are like up in the hundreds because they're like old and they're in good condition. But besides that, I actually like the used book exchange. We did go to another bookstore, but it was kind of like childish. So I didn't really enjoy it, but my sister kind of liked it better. But that was after we left Shelf Life Books, which I like Shelf Life Books, and I liked Book Exchange of Midlothian. I definitely want to try more, going to more used bookstores. But yeah, so that's basically what we did for September on Saturday. We just went to a bunch of different bookstores, which was fun. And that's pretty much all I have. Oh, also I'm going to do a 100 book challenge this year because I want to read 100 books, which is inspired by my niece, because she reads books like she just reads them. She reads them and she just reads them. And I used to read books a lot when I was a kid. So I'm definitely going to challenge myself this year to read 100 books, which is really not that hard. There's 365 days in a year. I'm only reading 100 books. Now, there's 52 weeks in a year, you're saying. And that's like double the amount of weeks there is in a year. So I have to read like 2 books a week. But I'll get back to you on that. But my challenge is to read 100 books. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna not try to be gone for so long this time because I know I was gone for a long time, but I am back. I'm actually going to be starting a new series, which I will talk about in another video. But thank you. Bye.